Today, we are going to be reading a story called Coding Camp. So, the story that we are reading today is a story about three children who are going to a coding camp and they are competing to win the camp's game design contest. So, unlike yesterday's story when we read a historical fiction, today we are going to be reading a realistic fiction. So, just to review, a historical fiction has characters that are portrayed in a realistic manner. It includes a mix of fiction and historical fact and is set in real time and place in history. So the difference is that today we are going to be reading a realistic fiction, not a historical fiction. So a realistic fiction has characters that are portrayed in a realistic manner. The setting could be true, and the problems faced by the characters are honestly portrayed. So the difference with realistic fiction is that it's not a historical fact. We're not talking about things, something in history that did happen or did occur. We're talking about something that could happen, that there could be kids that go to a coding camp and compete in a contest, but it's not historical fiction. It's realistic fiction. Okay, so our story today is called Coding Camp again. So our comprehension strategy today is the same as yesterday. So we are going to make, confirm, and revise our predictions. So this is the cover of the story. And throughout the lesson, I just want you to keep in mind our essential question, which is how does technology affect our lives? And remember that as we are reading this story, it's important to look for what the characters are doing and what the characters are saying so that we can make accurate predictions. So just to remind you, the strategies. So to use the clues in the text, such as the character's words and the character's actions. Nina, Jody, and Matt sat down to try out the game they had been working on all week. The end of coding camp was just 2 days away. They all wanted their team to win this year's computer game design contest. When Jody hit start, though, they saw that something was very wrong. The screen filled with a strange blocks of colors. How could this happen? Nina thought. It was my first year at camp. I really want to do a good job. Jody tried to get their game to run a few times, but nothing happened. They had to face the truth. The computer might have crashed while backing up their work. Most of their files were unstable. The only thing left were Nina's computer drawings of some items from the first room. I'm glad I saved those on my laptop, Nina thought. We don't have time to make a whole new game, Jody said. We're going to have to use what we have. How are we going to make a game using a toaster, a toy unicorn, and a few houseplants? Nina thought. They were going to need help. So, what can we predict will happen next and why?